The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys! This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now, your hosts, Barry Church, Anthony Dorsett, DeMontre Moore, and Newy Scruggs.
Here we are. It's the only Players Lounge of the week. The only one that we get to right here on Thursday before the Snowmageddon, Ice-mageddon, whatever happens here in Dallas-Fort Worth. So, Yes. All right, Anthony Dorsett, former Dallas Cowboy legend, son. Tony Dorsett.
Yeah.
Day-D played in the league, played for the Titans, played for the Raiders. You got Trey Moore, former Dallas Cowboy, Seahawk, Patriot, Colt.
No.
No
Patriots. Colt, 49ers, Panthers, Giants, Cowboys. He already said Cowboys.
CFL. We got CFL.
We got CFL.
You said the Raiders?
We got Montreal Alouettes. Oh, you forgot. I did forget the Raiders.
Tampa Bay? Was you?
No, I was not in Tampa Bay.
So basically, he got free tickets all across the league. The game.
Alumni everywhere, baby.
Okay,
All across the league, baby.
All across the world.
Our Toledo Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
There you go.
Last Toledo Hall of Famer in the building.
Last of the Mohicans, baby.
Church.
Last of the Mohicans.
Jaguars.
Man, couldn't believe that. Man.
I'm merely Newy
crazy.
Scruggs. So, yeah, Matt Eberflus was also a Toledo Hall of Famer.
Hate to see it.
Along with Barry Church. So, Church,
Hate to see it.
last one employed by the Jones family.
What they say?
Montre's favorite defense coordinator.
He's not my favorite defense coordinator. I'm about the numbers.
I'm not mad at you, man. I'm
About
not
the
mad
numbers.
At you. We'll get into the Cowboys defensive coordinator in a minute, but they came out with these awards nominations today, okay, for the NFL MVPs Players Lounge. Let's get into the players. All right.
Okay.
Drake May, finalist for the MVP. The Patriots quarterback playing this
You called
weekend.
that early, right? You did.
Thank
call
you.
that.
Appreciate that.
I give you props.
Well,
on that.
that's so Ravens seeing to the future.
Yes. Good to see the Tar Heel on the list. Matt Stafford.
He gonna get it, though.
Of Highland Park here in town is up for it. Christian McCaffrey of the 49ers.
Okay.
Josh
Nice.
Allen of the Bills. And Trevor Lawrence
What? Huh?
of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Okay.
What?
Yeah.
I gotta see his numbers. I mean, he was playing well for a stretch, but MVP caliber.
He got hot. He got hot.
He did
for a little
get
spell there,
hot.
You know what I'm saying? And especially like at that time of the season.
Duval.
And
Yes, sir.
you know, hey, he started
He
getting
got
it at
hot,
the right
but
time.
let's not
Oh, yeah,
get
no,
beside
no,
ourselves.
let's not say
that
that.
defense and
Yeah, they play-
Liam, the coach made them who they are. So like, it just sucks in this league that the credit goes to the QB. And it's like, we've been doing this. Like, some of those guys earned it. Like, Drake May, young guy, earned it. Matt Stafford earned it.
They play ball.
Yeah, I think
Josh Allen, I don't think he should win it, but he earned it more than Trevor Lawrence. Like, come on, stop that, bro.
I think we discussed it in here though when we said like there needs to be a quarterback award and then there needs to be an MVP award. All right, so there should be that top quarterback and then there should be that MVP too because like the MVP is turning into a quarterback award anyway.
That's
You
it.
know, so I definitely think we need to try to balance that out a little
But
bit.
don't they say that's the most important position on a team, your quarterback? That if you don't have a quarterback, you don't.
What about
all sorts of quarterback?
what about the guy that affects the quarterback the most, the pass rusher?
Pass rusher, yeah.
Like, we can't get no defensive love out here. Like,
You know.
maybe I'm being biased, but
I think in the context of depending on what type of team it is, some quarterbacks, some teams got quarterbacks. The quarterback will take you to the Super Bowl. Some teams have quarterbacks where all you need is a quarterback not to do is lose the Super Bowl.
That's
so
it.
it depends on the
Team in Seattle.
how does Myles Garrett not get on the list? If there's,
Word.
He broke the record,
He broke the
too.
record.
Therein
So
lies when you would take Trevor
That's
Lawrence
it.
off and put
That's what I'm
someone
like.
there.
Right.
So-
Exactly.
so,
There's
yeah.
so many more deserving players where you sit here and say they affected their team. Like, they did stuff. Like, you won, but you're a QB. You're supposed to do that.
Who wins it?
Oh, Stafford got this.
Off that list?
Yeah,
You
Stafford
think-
got this.
you think so?
He's in the bag, man.
Who you got?
It's a wrap.
Who'd you vote for?
Off that list.
Off of that list,
These are the five.
I would say Drake May, but we all know that in this league, you normally win the award a year after that you're supposed to really win it, if that makes sense. So I think with Stafford being who he is, doing this consistently, I think they're going to give it to
So
him.
you're going to say legacy. A legacy
The
award
legacy.
versus giving it to a second-year guy.
I would
You got
like to.
Dorsett.
Looking at it for what it is, I would have to say that Drake has probably had a more consistent season. I think the Rams had some times where they did this a little bit. New England has seemed like they've been more consistent. But like Trey says, you know what I'm saying? It's like voting for the Pro Bowl. You have that bomb year, then you don't end up going that year, but then the next year everybody finally votes for you. So I think Stafford probably has the upper hand. And then he was, at one point in time throughout the beginning of the season, I know everybody was talking about him being the front runner for it at that point in the season too as well. So Stafford.
He could do no wrong. He's in the eyes of, everybody out there. And to me, this is going to be, if he wins this MVP, and let's just say he goes on to win the Super Bowl as well, this could be, Hall of Fame making for Matt Stafford. I mean, 2 Super Bowls and an MVP. The numbers back it up.
You don't think he was already Hall of Fame made right now?
I go back to what Louis says all the time. Can you write the story? Can you write the story of the National Football League without Matt Stafford? And I would say if he doesn't win this one, I think you can. I think you can still write it without Matt Stafford being in there. But if he wins this Super Bowl, that's two Super Bowl and an MVP.
I think it's for sure stamped and solidified if he wins the Super Bowl and this and that. But honestly, I think he has a strong case. Like, even without
his numbers
Super Bowl,
are strong.
Like his numbers he done at the Rams and
he's going to be in the conversation.
Yeah,
his name will be on the ballot, and it'll be interesting to get to the finalist part. But he's going to be on the ballot for sure. Defensive Player of the Year finalists are out. It is Will Anderson of the Texans, Nick Bonito of Denver, Myles Garrett of Cleveland, Ivory LT, Aiden Hutchinson of Detroit, and former Cowboy Micah Parsons.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. Who wins?
popularity. I told you.
Parsons ball, but how many games he missed? What, the last 4 or 5 maybe? 3, 4, or 5 games.
And their defense was not the same.
That's true. That is very true.
Not the same.
Even with them not being the same. Defensive Player of the Year, I'm sorry.
I mean, it's Garrett got it.
I think
Garrett
he got it. He
Of
got
course,
it.
so if we look at it from the standpoint of just a person making plays, then Garrett, he got the sack record.
Yeah.
But if we're looking at it from just the standpoint of making the plays, the impact, and everything else that goes along with it, Micah went there and did that for Green Bay.
He did.
He did it.
Now,
not to be Defensive Player of the Year, though.
Oh no! But I'm saying we're talking about impact.
Yeah. So who would you vote for?
Off of that, I'm going Myles Garrett.
Okay,
man.
so
what's the whole list again? Who was after Garrett?
Will Anderson of Houston,
Yeah.
Nick Bonito of Denver, Myles Garrett of Cleveland, Aiden Hutchinson of Detroit, and Micah Parsons of the Packers.
I say it's Myles Garrett. But then the Nick Bonito conversation is very interesting, especially with what Denver is ranked, the pass rush, and them still being active in the playoff, because you all know people want.
But this is voted at the end of the year, so playoff.
I would say Myles Garrett just because he broke the record.
Was Will Anderson even the best pass rusher on his team? I mean, he's great. Don't get me wrong.
No.
He's but
I thought Daniel
Hunter, he was.
he
was. I don't know.
Okay.
And when you got 2 dudes doing it like that, it's going to make it a little bit easier for one.
Yeah,
definitely.
NFL honors continue here. Offensive Player of the Year finalist Drake May, quarterback of New England, running back Christian McCaffrey, the Niners, wide receiver Puka Nacua, the Rams, running back Bijan Robinson of Atlanta, and wide receiver from DFW playing with the Seahawks, Jackson Smith and Jigba. Pretty good list right there.
That's tough. That's tough. I'm gonna take May out of it. Because I don't think you can.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take May out of it and just to me this is between McCaffrey and Jackson Smith and Jigba, who's been balling this season out there in Seattle. I mean, his numbers back it up. He's arguably one of the best wide receivers in the National Football League right now. But Christian McCaffrey, what he's able to do running the football, catching the football, we've seen what he did against that vaunted Philly defense in the playoffs. I mean, that's going to be a tough one, but I'm going to go in Jigba on this one. I'm going to go in Jigba.
It was another name on there, too.
Puka.
Bijan for Atlanta. That's a tough list, man.
That is.
If we're going with it, but I would say I'm going to have to leave him with the young guy in Jigba, Dallas native, because what he's been able to do, he's up there statistically in every category, and then you're on one of the top offenses in the league, and you're still Seattle won the division, so who doesn't want a winner? So I would say him, but then also Christian McCaffrey, he's been doing it consistently, and so you have that conversation of young guy versus legacy again, and he's been the consistent bright spot for that 49ers offense.
Remember, too, Mac Jones had to play a lot beginning of the year because Brock Purdy went down. Yeah. And the Niners continued to win. So that shows you Kyle Shanahan, the head coach, was like, okay, 100%. As long as I got run CMC, I can plug and play at quarterback around here.
But how much is that Kyle, Coach Shanahan, or how much is that C-Mac? Like, we know it's C-Mac, but is that schematics? And so
I think you take an elite coach, offensive mind, with an elite talent, and then you can get out there and do what they've done. So I think it's you can't take away anything from Christian because he was balling when he was at Carolina. Yeah, but I just think you get him an elite guy like Shanahan.
Yes, sir.
And you've seen him getting the most of them. It's like when you get a Phil Jackson who's like, hey, I got Michael, boom, here's what I can do. Take elite and put elite together and pow, you got magic here.
You know, for me, with Smith and Jigma being so young, and then at Christian can affect the game in two ways. He can get handed the ball, he can throw the ball. And Jigma, he's primarily just a receiver. I don't remember him running the ball a whole lot. So the impact that he was able to have this year, just being able to line up outside and being able to make that big of an impact, trust me, what Christian does, I can't take it away from it at all. Yeah. But for a young dude to be able to make that impact outside like that and only have one chance primarily to get his hands on the ball says a lot for what he
making Sam Darnold look good.
That's the thing. He makes everything.
He making Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold.
But did he lead the league in receiving too as well this year?
I believe so. Yeah.
Look, I mean, he's phenomenal. Player. I'm obviously a little bit biased towards Smith and Jigma, but I mean, but it's a great list.
Y'all not gonna slander Sam Darnold like that. That is an A for one of the Panthers was also on that list for one of the many teams that I played for. That guy he works hard, but he's not only produced in the Seattle offense, he's produced in the Vikings. So he's been in different locations producing. Now, can he produce in the big moments? That's been the big question. But shoot, I look at Josh Allen. Has he been able to produce in the big moments?
Talk to us next week. Okay?
Oh, let's say.
So you might be able to wave your flag on Sammy next week.
Hey, I can't wait. Make me right, Sam.
So Sam Darnold, he got a bad rap. Didn't he go to the Jets first?
Yeah, he went to the Jets. That's where he was drafted at. Yeah.
They
don't build. They don't. Right. They haven't built it. But
you got to give people a little bit of grace when they get over there and get a chance to get out of there.
Appreciate that.
All right, comeback player of the year. Your finalists: Stephon Diggs. Made some more news today.
Boy, in the streets. He outside, man.
To quote Trey's line, get busy.
Get busy. He got busy in the wrong way.
Aiden Hutchinson of Detroit, Trevor Lawrence of Jacksonville, Christian McCaffrey of the 49ers, and the Cowboys' own Dak Prescott. These are your comeback player of the year finalists.
Interesting.
Give me that list one more time.
Trayvon Diggs. Okay. Aiden Hutchinson. Trevor Lawrence. Christian McCaffrey. Dak Prescott.
You said Trayvon Diggs on there?
I mean, Stephon.
I was about to be like, hold on.
I heard this.
What is going on?
No, not.
I'm back.
I mean, he might be up for it this year coming up. He might be up for it. I mean, Green Bay cut my man after getting one playoff snap, 34 snaps, and they cut him. So, I mean, he give him high odds for next year.
Yeah, he might
Trayvon next year. Cut by the Cowboys.
Green Bay.
Big brother, Stephon. Stephan's on the list. But thank you for the correction. Poor Trey.
Hold on.
Pray for Trey, guys. Pray for Trey.
Well, that was bad. It was vicious. But I'm going with the Ivory LT on this one. He had a crazy injury last. Was it broken leg or something wild like that?
Didn't it come through the skin or something?
Yeah, his bone was sticking out, all types of crazy. And then for him to come back and put the numbers and produce the way he was able to do for Detroit this year, I gotta believe the Ivory LT might get this one.
Also finalist for the Defensive Player of the Year award, Aiden Hutchinson.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
So off that list, that's a tough list.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would probably go with him, Aiden. I can't think of anybody else that came back from such an injury like that. And this is just a defense player of the year or just comeback player?
This is just comeback player.
player.
That's why you got offense and defense here. I mean, all words you got. All of them got good stories.
Yeah. Does it matter the severity of the injury at this point, or is it just comeback in general? Because you got C-Mac on there as well. To sit here and say that, it's a for sure locked in, we all know that this is an offensive league. So I would love to see the DN get it. I think he's made a major impact, but like we said, we're talking about somebody that's up for Offensive Player of the Year that has been the most consistent thing in that offense. No matter the quarterbacks being there, no matter Brandon Ayuk and what's going on off the field, C-Mac has been there and been consistent. And for him to be up for the comeback player, we all know that they tend to favor them.
He gonna walk away with some.
He gonna get something.
MVP.
If he don't get
He just like, and no discredit to him.
Yeah.
He's been injured quite a few times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He might have been on this list before.
I think he's won it before, hasn't he?
Yeah.
What Dak did, considering he got a brand new head coach.
Yeah, that's true.
The offense put up great numbers.
Yeah.
They put up numbers. So defense was unworthy.
I think I think that's what's.
But from a quarterback, he's made the Pro Bowl.
Yes,
so from that standpoint, I mean, Dak Prescott is I'm not sure who makes the argument there for him, but there's definitely a legitimate argument for Dak Prescott to win it. And earlier in the year, you thought he was for sure going to be that guy.
MVP.
You know who's going to make that argument for him, and it's no slack to him, but the media, the
Stephen A.
Dallas.
Smith.
Somebody in that market is going to make the argument for him. He has the numbers behind him, but at the end of the day, cause you didn't win. Like like towards the end of the year, like y'all been on this show and said, "Hey, has Dak been able to show up? Where was Floor at this week and stuff like that?" And so when you think about these guys that go into it, like towards the end of the year, who ended on a high note? Aiden Hutchins was on a high note, but then that's the defense.
Who you voting for? Comeback player of the year. Who you going with?
Yeah, I'm going McCaffrey on this one.
Who you going with?
If McCaffrey wins something else, I got Aiden. If he doesn't win the offensive player, then I got
Give me one name. You don't know anything.
I mean, okay, McCaffrey.
Okay.
All right.
What you got? AD.
I'm gonna give it to Dak.
Okay, real quick, just no debate. I need a name here. Coach of the Year. Here are your finalists. Liam Cohen of Jacksonville, Ben Johnson of the Bears, Mike McDonald of Seattle, Kyle Shanahan of the 49ers, Mike Vrabel of the Patriots. Where are you going?
Mike McDonald.
Oh, that's Seattle.
Seattle, yeah. Mike.
Ben.
Okay.
Chicago, okay.
Ugh. Oh, man, that's tough. Yeah, because we got some turnarounds. Can I get the list one more time?
Liam Cohen of Jacksonville, Ben Johnson of Chicago, Mike McDonald of Seattle, Kyle Shanahan of San Francisco, and Mike Vrabel of the New England.
Mike Vrabel, cuz.
I'm with you on that. All right, and last one here. Got to get a break in. Assistant Coach of the Year. Pretty good list here. Vic Fangio of Philadelphia, Brian Flores of Minnesota, Vance Joseph of Denver, Clint Kubiak of Seattle, Josh McDaniels of the New England Patriots.
Clint Kubiak, man.
Clint Kubiak.
Flores.
Tell you what, man. Josh McDaniels. What they did in New England?
Yeah.
Nah, he would never get it. He's a cheater. All right? He would never get it. He would never get it. Never get it. Never.
Peter.
He would never get it. Nah.
Then Vance Joseph, since you eliminated Vance Joseph. This show's brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming. Players Lounge right back after this. DallasCowboys.com.
No.
Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Kyle Yeomans here, sharing that same team that brought you Buffalo, bringing NFL casino games that show America's team on and off the reels. Aristocrat is changing the game with a new experience. Football fans, this means you can pick your team and play your team. Check out the Cowboys-themed casino games developed by Aristocrat, a proud sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. Gambling problem? Please contact the U.S. National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER for 21 and over.
We got big personalities. We got big hair, big belt buckles. We got fans all across this big state and enemies in every other one. We even got a big star on the 50-yard line. Smirnoff knows football is a we thing, an experience that is best enjoyed together. With good drinks and good folks home or away, we rally together. We cry together. And we always rally cry together because, most of all, we got big love for them boys. Smirnoff, we do game days. Please drink responsibly.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP.
Returning for the 2025 NFL season, Boss reunites with the Dallas Cowboys to drop the next chapter of their iconic collaboration. The Boss Cowboys collection fuses fashion and football once again, capturing the fearless spirit of what it means to be your own boss. Just in time for kickoff, gear up in standout styles that show your team pride with a bold edge. Available now at nflshop.com/HugoBoss, HugoBoss.com, and Boss retail stores. # be your own boss.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Cowboys Nation, Dallas Cowboys United, presented by Globe Life, is exclusively in the Dallas Cowboys app. Join the official fan club today. Receive access to the Cowboys Drops, where you can win game tickets, autographed items, and exclusive experiences, and much more. Download the app now to join.
Thank you, DeMontre Moore, Texas A&M's finest.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Barry Church, Players Lounge, DeMontre Moore, Anthony Dorsett. I'm Newey Scruggs. Congratulations to Indiana Hoosiers, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Big Ten wins the national championship.
Man, that was a good game.
Yeah, it was. I was glad it was a good game. I was glad. But I'll tell you, man, I don't know, but something rubs me the wrong way. I'm just saying.
What?
When cats make mistakes out there and then just kind of nonchalant, like, oh well. Like Beck, the quarterback for Miami, played a good game, but you throw that game, lose an interception, and just look up like, all right. Caleb Williams does the same thing. Like, I don't know. That's just me. I don't know. It's just like, man, come on, bro. Like,
What you want to do, Aaron Rodgers? Just look at you all crazy and pointing, basically saying it's your fault?
Give me something, man. It's just, I don't know, man. Something. Give me something.
It ain't the same fight, brother.
Yeah.
I got $6 million in the bank guaranteed, $5 million. What are you talking about? I done been here before. I lost this one, but I got about 3 of them sitting in the closet. Huh?
Let
me go ahead and get ready for
Popping
this
that
draft.
Lambo after the game.
That's exactly what it is. Hey, man, I made it out here with no injuries. Them boys.
They had a great run, considering this team didn't even play for the ACC championship.
Wow.
That's true. I mean, this is true. This is true. They did. They did have a good
So you take
They got to play the game at home. I'm just saying. I don't think there's a very good argument they shouldn't have been there. I mean, Notre Dame will tell you they shouldn't have been there. Miami shouldn't have been there. So, but like I said, think about it. In the college football playoff today, you don't even play in your conference championship game.
That's crazy.
They made a run. Was it 4? They had to win 4 games, or they had to win 3, and then they get to the natty. But still, I mean, that's a hell of a run.
They went on the road, as Trey can tell you. In Miami earned their way, but a lot of people say they shouldn't have been there. A lot of people say they shouldn't have been there.
They didn't lose before then. That's all I'm.
They played.
SMU beat Miami.
They played like they belonged to be there, though. And at the end of the day, and they did.
They did their part. They did their part. Dolphins introducing Jeff Hafley as their new head coach right now. Very interesting. He coached at Boston College, and it's a coordinator at Green Bay.
We'll see. Soul brother.
Coach Soul.
Coach Soul.
About to go out to Inglewood. He's going to get all sold up in Inglewood. Playing to be the offensive coordinator for the Chargers.
He's going coast to coast.
They firing up everybody left and right around there. So the league has changed, man. League has changed. The Cowboys still looking for a defensive coordinator. So they talked with Jonathan Gannon in person, Christian Parker, Devontae Jones. Jim Leonard is on those right now. You're four in the list. What do you like about Jim?
He was a good safety. I'm just saying, like, I like this game when he was playing because he was a part of those Ravens teams, right, and those Jets as well. Yeah, he was a smart guy in the back end, good safety. You know, wasn't the fastest in the world, but he played up top with it. So I just like this game. You know, that's what kind of attracted me to him as far as, you know, I don't know about the coaching aspect of it. Like, I don't know how, you know, X's and O's wise, but he was a hell of a player in his time.
But just
does that matter?
That does.
Yeah,
wholeheartedly.
Then why does that?
My bad.
Then how come Al Harris ain't here?
I want to see.
Well, you know, I think that's more.
Yeah,
you know,
that's a different conversation.
Relationship lies.
The same reason the slot corner ain't here. They didn't value him the right way. Obviously, what was that?
Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis.
I'm just asking. I mean, we're talking about, hey, this guy did this and that. Oh, we've seen this before around here, and they just threw it out the back door like it didn't matter. So,
well, let me ask y'all: do y'all relate more, or it doesn't matter to y'all at all? But would y'all relate more to having a coach or coordinator that played the game, that was actually, you know, out there and was at the highest levels?
I've had both, and I've related better to the coach that played rather than the coach that didn't. And I think that because the coach that played was able to actually process that information and deliver it in a different way than the guy who hadn't played was. The guy who hadn't played was more so X's and O's and just straight to the point about how it needs to be played. The dude who actually played it can give you the X and O's, but then tell you how it feels to play it too as well in certain situations. And so that for me always went, it went a little bit further. And I don't want to name names, but I could name names about the coaches that were able to coach this way and the ones that were able to coach that way.
I like you said, I had it, both ways, guys that didn't play and guys that played. And like you said, they make it easier because they understand, like, when the guys that didn't play, they're like, Church, why weren't you 2 yards outside the hash at this alignment when the ball was snapped? Like, you got to be right. It was more like they force you to kind of be robotic out there. Right. And that's not how the game is played. You got to feel it. You got to have that momentum or whatever the case may be when you're out there. And the guys that didn't play, didn't really understand that. They were like, you need to be right here, right here. That's a minus. I'm like, but Coach, I made the play.
Right.
No, it ain't gonna be like that next. So but I've seen it, both ways.
Yeah, I've seen it both ways, and I agree. I want the coach that played, but then take it a step further. Every player isn't a good coach. There's some people that don't know.
That's very true.
Just because you played, just because you had the accolades, the success, like, it doesn't transfer over. The thing that makes it interesting when you talk about who was your favorite candidate. Help me out. Who'd you just
Jim Leonard.
Jim Leonard. You said you liked him because he was cerebral.
Yeah.
Those guys, I think, typically transition to be a better coach because they played the game, but they're cerebral in thinking and understanding the guy that didn't play it. Because the guy that didn't understand it, like you said, they're on us. They're saying this, and this. And when you have that player coach that respects and controls the locker room, it's like he doesn't call them out in there, but he says, hey, coach, behind closed door, either we need to do it like this or, hey, just don't mess with my players and I'm going to coach them and get them right there. So you got to have a fine balance. So that's why I want to ask you, like, with thinking about that, do you think that he's going to transition into being a good coach? Because that matters. Like, there's some players where they've talked to me and they'd be like, you just got to go over here and you just run through his face right here. And it's like, no, this is different now. We're running a 3-4 multiple. I need to stand up in a 2-point stand versus where you were in all fours going straight ahead.
Yeah, I think he'll definitely transition well. And, like I said, I've had it, both ways. I've been coached by, guys that played the game at an extremely high level. But when they try to, get you to play that same way, it's like, Coach, I'm not you. I'm not, I don't have that same skill set. And they don't know how to, break that down. They're like, man, all you got to do is this. Put your head right here, flip your hips, open up. I'm like, Coach, like you had some of the most fluid hips in the National Football League. Like, you got to give me another way to try to finagle this. And so, it kind of works both ways, man.
So, are those names there, who do you like?
I like the guy out of Denver.
Jim Leonard.
I like Jim just because of the pedigree that he's been around. Yes, he hasn't called the play, but he showed right now that he's
And I believe
smart.
he was the pass game coordinator for the defense, I want to say.
He was the pass game coordinator, but to see what that secondary was able to do without your best player, that shows me that you can adjust on the fly. And right now in the Cowboys locker room, it's about finding someone that's going to be good for them that can also make the scheme match the players.
So you say that about their adjustments. I go back to the defensive coordinator, Vance Joseph, former DB guy himself.
Yeah.
So when I come into this, it's interesting now because I go back into this about who calls plays and who gets credit and who don't.
That's true. That's very true.
Eric Bieniemy couldn't get a job because he didn't call the plays, okay? And now they bringing him back.
What does that mean?
We made a mistake.
Right. So it's just very interesting. So what are we giving Jim Leonard credit for? What do we give Vance Joseph credit for? Because Vance Joseph's doing some head coaching interviews, and we just saw he's named out there for the assistant coach of the year. Who are you going with?
In that situation, I'm gonna go with Vance Joseph, and that's the.
He didn't interview.
Huh?
No, I mean for the defensive coordinator position.
Right here.
For here?
Yeah.
Yeah, his understudy was the one.
All right, so what are the names?
Jonathan Gannon, Christian Parker, Durante Jones, Jim Leonard. Jones was pass game coordinator with the Vikings. Parker, defensive backs coach with Philly, had the two All-Pros this year, Quinyon Mitchell, and then the kid Cooper DeJean, and then he coached in Denver and had Surtain out there.
So I'm probably gonna go with the kid, the Philly kid,
Christian Parker.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Christian Parker, and being that because, like, number one, it's not just those two dudes that he coached, but he had to coach that whole secondary. Yeah. And the thing about it is, it's such a tough thing to actually call out, because when you you don't know if a person can actually call plays or not. And so when you actually start giving them other duties, is it going to take away from what they've been able to do over the past? And so with that being said, though, being able to get those two dudes and DeJean, if not mistaken, he's playing a totally different position that he played in college. Like since he got to the league, he was outside. Now he's more so primarily inside. And for him to be able to learn that position, and that's actually one of the hardest positions to play in the secondary.
Oh, yeah, it is.
And be successful at it, and for it to be taught the way that he's been able to do it. All right with it.
But he's young though.
Now
it's interesting. None of you guys said Jonathan Gannon, former Super Bowl defensive coordinator with Philly. They lost, but that and a former head coach. They've been out here. This has been the MO lately. Them hiring former head coaches to be the DC, especially for a head coach who's going to be a play caller over there, to have a guy they trust. This is interesting. 3 former players.
He can't keep his hands to himself. So he's swinging on cats because they ain't. I don't know. I can't do that.
I just don't. It's not even that he's swinging on cats. It's when you make this hire right now, you got to pick somebody that can control this market. With Christian, it's like, hey, you're young enough, but this is like your first major like big market, and then you got a locker room that's coming in there that has holes character-wise and still trying to find themselves as a defense.
Guy was in Philly though.
Huh?
Guy was in Philly.
Who?
Parker.
Wait, what does that mean?
Did you see all the mess they went through this year? And you've been in Philadelphia and they've won a championship too?
That was mess on the other side of the ball. That's different. Like they have a culture that's winning there. When you're winning, all the holes and cracks and stuff can be covered up when you're winning. Because guess what? We're going to the Super Bowl. We're going to do the playoffs. We can do this. But in someone that has been historically losing, it's a big media glass. And I just don't know right now. If I'm a player, like you said, what was the first thing he said? Oh, this guy don't know how to keep his hands to himself. The guys that you do have in here, do we have enough alpha men to say, hey, coach, you can come in here, we're going to listen to you, but don't you dare try me like that, to where you're going to have that confusion. You had the confusion of guys not liking Eberflus and his play calling. So do you want to have somebody that hasn't won the locker room over, which here at the Cowboys, if you don't win over the locker room, it don't correlate to the field right now. So that's why I don't me personally, I don't like that pick for them to be successful.
No, I mean, for me, what I've been saying with the Cowboys is this: whoever the DC is, and what I feel like needs to be done is that there should not be a risk taken in the hire. All right, they have a proven offense. You have a proven offense coordinator. You got a proven everything that's going on over there. You don't want to, by chance, again, say, okay, let's maybe go out here and find somebody who can actually facilitate this job and maybe get us somewhere mid-road. The Cowboys have got to get out the bottom tier of the defense in the NFL. Period. On the running side and the passing side. Primarily, the passing side needs the most work from what we've seen towards the tail end of the season. So with that being said, you definitely want somebody who can come in here and speak to that secondary, and try to primarily get them right, because we've seen the holes that were filled in the front half as far as with the D-line. Those 2 second layers need to get covered up now.
All right, let's get our last break in here when we come back. One question about Leonard and a question about Parker I want to go over with you gentlemen next. The Cowboys look for their next defensive coordinator. This is the Players Lounge on DallasCowboys.com radio.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Life is a workout, and Smoothie King is here to help you power through. Whether you're maxing out overhead presses, pushing through chest flies, or being the hero your golden retriever needs to carry them over that scary bridge, Smoothie King has the fuel to help you go all out. Build muscle and boost your recovery with 45 grams of protein, 0 grams of added sugar, and delicious customizable ingredients in the Gladiator smoothie. Available in chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla. Only at Smoothie King.
Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Kyle Yeomans here, sharing that same team that brought you Buffalo, bringing NFL casino games that show America's team on and off the reels. Aristocrat is changing the game with a new experience. Football fans, this means you can pick your team and play your team. Check out the Cowboys-themed casino games developed by Aristocrat, a proud sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. Gambling problem? Please contact the U.S. National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER for 21 and over.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
Back to the Players Lounge.
The most action-packed motorsport experience in the world returns to Arlington. Headed to AT&T Stadium Saturday. You heard it right. Saturday, February 14th, Monster Jam. Yes, sir, Monster Jam. Get ready to cheer, scream, and be amazed as a massive Monster Jam truck take over Arlington. Tickets are on sale now at SeatGeek.com, the official ticketing partner of AT&T Stadium.
All right, so it's been Valentine's Day at the Monster Trucks.
There we go.
There you go.
I didn't realize that was Monster Jam. Baby, you want to see some things get crushed?
There it is.
Yeah, so Players Lounge brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming here, going over some candidates here for the Dallas Cowboys defensive coordinator job here. So one thing I wanted to put out here about Jim Leonhard. He's only been in the NFL 2 years. Is that a concern for you guys? Only coached in the NFL for 2 years. He's played,
and he's
only coached. He was defensive coordinator of Wisconsin for a number of years.
He's
Never called defenses in the league, and he's only been an NFL coach for 2 seasons. And then we see the guy in front of him, Vance Joseph, is well thought of, doing head coaching interviews, been a head coach in the league, and has been running a superior Denver defense. Is playing in the AFC Championship.
I didn't know he was only in it 2 years.
Yes, and then
that's pretty quick.
That's a fast track.
And then Christian Parker, the other side of him, he's never been a defensive coordinator at any level.
Exactly.
So just wanted to make sure I put that out there for him. But so both guys, I mean, everybody's got something that you can say, I don't know about this or that. And that's where Brian Schottenheimer's got to make that call. Now, keep in mind, we talk about coordinators. Kellen Moore never called a play.
That's true.
They made him coordinator.
That's true.
And
you see
you
know
what? Yes, you know what? Give them credit.
Thank you.
They were right in terms of Kellen Moore, successful coordinator here, goes to the Eagles, wins the Super Bowl as a coordinator. I thought he had a very good first year in New Orleans. Don't look at the record, look at the progress and what they were doing. So it can happen. So they have shown they can do that here. Jason Garrett was a guy that had never called a play. They brought him in here, made him their play caller, then eventually they made him head coach. So they've got a track record of saying, we don't care about it.
Man. We gonna act like Jason Garrett was calling some bomb play. Anyway, all right.
He was a head coach of the year. He was a coach of the year. His first year calling plays ended up with two job offers. So I'm just saying they have shown you. Ultimately, AD, my argument is not even such an argument. It is just saying they have shown you they'll hire some people who haven't done it. That's all.
And the only thing, yes, they're both inexperienced, but I like the guy with 2 years of actually coaching in the league. You're under Vance Joseph, who has been a head coach, who's been a successful defensive play caller. You come from that tree lineage that I was trying to get out of there. Dennis Thurman with him teaching those guys. And even with him calling the defense at Washington, you've been the DC. Like you,
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Which you've had the helms. You know what it feels like to be in those pressure situations. It wasn't like you were a defensive coordinator at a Division II school, no slack to them or lower. Like you're at a Power 5 school. So for you to do that and have all those guys around there, I'm trusting your pedigree, and I'm trusting that because it's not about just the numbers, guys. It's about controlling this locker room and winning it.
That's it.
That's where I think he's going to have the upper hand.
All right.
Whoever comes in here better have some leadership skills.
Go ahead.
I would think,
wrap it up.
Out of all those dudes, I would lean towards the direction you're going, but I would say Vance over Jim, simply because
Vance not up for it.
Well,
it's Christian Parker.
No, but didn't you say he's talked? But he's not on the list at all.
No, the guy up under him is up for it. So that's why I said, you get to learn from him.
All right, Chris, we got games here. We got games.
What's the rankings?
We got 2 games.
What's
what's the rankings here, Chris?
Hey, that don't matter.
Sorry, guys, I had to turn some stuff down in here. Okay, here we go. The rankings. Boy, I get more texts about these rankings. It's crazy. Anthony, still in the lead. 87 and 62.
That's a hell of a record.
Boy,
remember, you can't go to Vegas, but that's pretty good.
Yes, sir.
Number 2, Nui. Up by 1 game, 84 and 65. Church, 1 game back, 83 and 66.
Your boy can't even get caught.
Yeah, your boy can't get caught. And then DeMontre, 78 and 71.
It's a wrap.
We need to have some picks like I'm on who's gonna win the awards and stuff. Like y'all trying to throw in there.
And we got 2. We only got 2 games.
Got 2 games, guys.
There's no college games unless we're picking basketball.
Over there talking about
let's pick basketball.
Let's pick the basketball record is one of them. I'm like,
It's a wrap.
All right.
First game, we got Seattle against the Rams, a rematch. They split the regular season
in Seattle. Give me Seattle in that one. I mean, the Rams, they had 2 hard-fought games coming off of overtime game in Chicago. Then they got to go to Seattle. Yeah, give me Seattle in this one. 28-24.
You know where I'm going. Hey, that 12th man.
Yeah.
What you say? Wait, how you say it? How you say it? Wait.
That 12th.
The real 12th man.
That 12th man.
Yeah.
Real 12th.
You got to make that noise.
Hold on. Let me finish. Like I said, I'm going over there with the 12th man, and you know who got my pick and who I'm with. Caw. Hey, Seahawks to the nest. 32-24. It's going to be man.
All right. Yeah, man. I'm. I said it earlier. They only needed 2 games to win at home to get there, so I'm riding with Seattle too. And I'm gonna say it's gonna be 28-21 Seattle.
All right.
I really want the Rams to win. This pick is for Tank Lawrence.
Who he's balled this year?
I would like to see Tank Lawrence have an opportunity to go play for a Super Bowl and be out there the way D. Ware was when Denver ended up winning it in San Francisco. The same stadium.
Yeah.
That would be cool for DeMarcus Ware to see DeMarcus Lawrence win a Super Bowl.
So
give me
going viral.
Seattle 24-23. Very close.
Can you wait to see him on Media Row? I cannot wait.
Man.
D-Law, I hope they
told y'all
to do that.
I told y'all.
This was for Micah.
Hey, you the answer. I'm telling you.
He balled out.
All right, what we got next here?
We got New England at Denver. Now, Denver has a backup.
Don't worry about all that. What you got there?
Throwing it out there for anybody who's picked.
What you got?
What you
got there?
Drake May did not look good, but I think that was more for Houston's defense. But give me Mayo on this one in the Patriots 24-20. Steady ain't through a pass all season.
But I'm going to just devil's advocate. You know how I like to do.
Go ahead and make the pick.
Patriots do not do good against backups. Nick Foles came in.
He did.
So, and it's not so much as the quarterback, it's the defense and that pass rush, what Nick Benito and them boys are doing over there. Come back to me. Hey,
here we go.
Here
we go. Hey, man, I'm going New England on this. I'm going New England on this, too, as well. I'm looking at it from the standpoint of, they tried to pressure May several games this year, and he's lived up to the pressure. Yeah. And not to mention that, they've just been playing good, solid football. Give me, and as much as I don't want to pick the New England Patriots, tuck rule games and all kind of other stuff.
He's a cheater.
Oh, man, hey. Deflate gate, whatever else you want to talk about, you know what I'm saying? But I like what Mike Vrabel's doing up there. So give me the Patriots, and I'm going to say it's going to be Patriots 24, No, it's going to be high scoring, I think. Give me 30 to 28 Patriots.
All right, I'm ready now. All right. Let me be the lone wolf. I think it's going to be a rematch in the Super Bowl. I think it's going to be the Seahawks versus Denver again. I think Denver defense is going to corral because May has struggled. So I'm going to go with Denver 28 and Patriots 24.
It's going to be a rematch in Super Bowl, Trey, but it's going to be the Seahawks and Patriots. This one.
You think so? Let me be the lone wolf. If I win this one, I automatically win the picks for the year. I said it.
That's not how it works.
Thank you.
This is a +2 get.
26-17. Patriots win this one. Jared Stidham got no confidence in
Young
himself.
Steady.
All right, that's been the Players Lounge. We appreciate you. We'll talk to you next week.
Your boy won.
Man,
Yes, I did.
Yet, not official.
You can't catch me.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?